yes, my lightning talk on is reservoirs, and specifically, so you want to build a reservoir, a guide for the would-be water company executive. Why this? Well, it's sort of my autistic special interest currently, and it's also an opportunity to share some brief holiday snaps. So, why would you want to build a reservoir? Well, you've got too much money, and perhaps want to make some more. Spare valley lying around, big landowner, especially, somewhere up north. Chuck a bunch of water near it, and you've got a reservoir. You're thirsty? According to point one, most people would have a drink of water, but you've also got too much money, so why, make your own water? You want to know the Welsh. That's, as we'll get onto later, that's quite a historically significant thing. The Welsh people have been many a time shafted by would-be reservoir builders. So, what do you need to make a reservoir? Well, dam. You need a dam first. So it prevents all your hard-earned water from escaping, which is kind of important if you want to have a reservoir and not just a river. You can walk across them sometimes, big walk. Or if you're Jaguar Land Rover, you can pay, or Top Gear, you can pay a ridiculous amount of money to drive a car across, or potentially abseil down if you want to attract some money for charity. And it still lets some of the water out, because obviously, it will rain, you get more water, and then it will overflow, and then the dam will break, and then you'll be sad. So, it needs to let some down. And, so you've got a few looks of dams. You've got like the big concrete look, a bit depressing, a bit industrial, You've got the good old traditional grass and gravel look. And it's just a hill, really. It's quite underwhelming, actually, when I saw that one this summer. And then you've got the really pretty look, actually. That was one of the first dam constructed with like concrete and stuff back in the day, in the 1880s. But you want to drink the water. What's the point of storing them? Because you're thirsty, right? You want to drink the water. Great, you've got the draw-off tower. Your second of three important things to have in a reservoir. It allows you to get the water out, which is good if you want to drink it. It's off to the side of the lake. And hopefully it is also somewhat easily accessible and serviceable, because you don't want to realise that the thing that takes all your water away isn't working anymore. Some look quite nice. That's really cool. So you've got the whole old architecture aesthetic that you're going for. Some really don't. Some just look like a protruding, phallic object, and not particularly pleasing one at that. Help! My reservoir's flooding. There's too much water on them. What are you going to do? Well, still ways. The third of three important things to have. If you're a reservoir builder. If it rains too much, you can let the water out. Good, right? They're great for attracting dumb tourists. They're, more on that in a second, actually. And also water slides, maybe. Cool. More money. Monetize it, right? You get people to pay to go down the not at all dangerous torrent of fast-flowing water at the size of your concrete mega structure that's disrupted the environment. So you've got your water slide one. That one in particular reminds me of the bouncy slides you get soft play centres and stuff, but more vertical. It's really nice. You've also got the big scary hole. Lady Bower, the bell mouth spillway. That's quite terrifying. Those are the ones that tourists like going up to, because some people, because everything in the water world. If there was anything unsafe, you bet that some idiot with a paddleboard is going to go up to it. And what could go wrong there? A small paddleboard next to a big hole of fast-flowing water. Don't be an idiot on BBC News that gets photographed doing that. And here's another scary hole. That's actually real. That isn't edited. Unlike the stepped one that was just shown on screen. This is a Lake Berry. This is smooth so it just looks like awful. It looks awful. It's got a big scary hole. So those are your three main things. But like any good designer of fun stuff, you've got your bonus features, which here are presented in order of excitement. You know, recreational activities, you know, water sports, bird watching, you know, nature reserve, cute walks, more money, car parking, white water centre, boating. You can get it all, right? Loads and loads and loads of money. So, and then you can make more, right? Make more reservoirs, make more money. It's really, really good. Hydroelectric power. Oof, that's scary. You know, put some generators in your dam, make some electricity, make more money. It's a bit scary to maintain though, because obviously, you know, water, electricity, big turbine, yeah. It's a bit rough. I mean, that doesn't look like a particularly happy place to be. This is when it gets really interesting. Drowned villages. So, right, you could decide to buy, because you're the rich and the landowner, or even a city, you can just decide to oof a bunch of people out and drown the village. Teams in France did that. You know, you've got money, so just evict people. So it's good advice. And even better, evicted Welsh farmers. So, you know, you've got your drowned village, but drowned Welsh village, it's like that meme, right, of like that place, and then it's like the same place but to Japan, and then it's like trees. Drowned village but Welsh. Sometimes it isn't enough. You could perhaps anger the Welsh tourist and evict normal village so your favourite faraway city can drink water. Shout out to Liverpool, by the way, more on them later. Bonus points if your construction site is blown up by an angry militant Welsh independence man. Real story again, by the way. So, I mean, regarding that, you've got Lake Burnley. That's a photo that I took on the Friday, the 1st of September, earlier this year. And it's of Lake Burnley, and that's rather nice. In the 1880s, Liverpool was kind of thirsty and was like, well, let's oof out a bunch of Welsh people because we don't know anywhere else to put a big body of water close to us. And then, yeah, they basically just cut off, you know, a big village and then did that, which was really good. And what added insult to injury is that then again, in about less than a century later, Liverpool Corporation comes knocking again to another Welsh village and says, hey, I want to do it all over again, please. This again I saw in summer as well. This is Lynn Kellin, and in the 1960s, they all got moved out and the village got demolished and they decided to flood it instead, and it made lots of people very angry. In fact, spawned one of the most probably the most famous piece of Welsh graffiti that exists, which is Fish to wherever. Which is remember wherever the river that was down to there. And it's all very good fun. And yes, this is a place that some people got in trouble for being a bit domestic terrorism-y and tried to blow up a generator on a construction site like 1963 or something. Legends, I think. I don't, in Minecraft. But yeah, you know, but in the end though, as I said, for like happy activities you can do it. You know, it's like sports washing is a thing, like eco washing, green washing, whatever. Well, this is water sports washing in the case of making a reservoir. And you know, I had a good time there, so like it was all worth it, I guess. But yeah, those are like the main features of making a reservoir, and have fun with your new toy, basically, and have fun making all that money. So yeah, that's Reservoirs 101 with Mark. If you have any reservoir related questions, I'm happy to take.
How deep do the holes go?
How deep do the holes go? Fairly deep. Yeah, like a good like 20-ish, 30-ish meters down. I don't know. Basically, the whole idea of like hole ones is that you are limited for space and don't really have the space to do a really, really long shoot like a lot of big ones do. So instead, the whole idea of a hole is that it's like, it just like diverts it into a tunnel and like puts it out the side of the valley somewhere, back into the river. But that's only if it floods too much. So there'll be like, there's plenty of times during like droughts or like there's not much rain that in normal operation they shouldn't really go down. But you know, for the would-be YouTube explorer, they're great fun. So drone cameras and things like fly down into it, and then they lose